Yo, alright guys, what's going on then? It's your boy Ben Gregson here. And with the release of the next Yu-Gi-Oh set, we're releasing a new archetype to the TCG known as Security Force. Honestly, the Security Force cards are quite underwhelming, but I reckon there's some form of niche scenario where these cards will become at least semi-playable. I'm not saying this deck is going to be insane, and it's definitely not like the level of other I don't know if this is TCG exclusive. I'd assume it is, um, but it's not on the same level of archetypes that have come out where we've gone, oh, this is ridiculous on release. Similar to the concept of like FA and UA and all those other archetypes that came out and they were like, oh, this is okay. This is very much on the okay side, but luckily we're in a format where a lot of engines are very splashable. So I had to sort of delve and dive into the other engines that we could possibly play to make this archetype playable. And the one that I found was Eldlich. So originally it was going to be Dogmatica. I tried to play a Dogmatica version, but I realized summoning from the extra deck just relies on you normal summoning this and making like an Almirage, and that seems really weak to be able to like fully resolve your like Nadir 7 into stuff. Tried it with Invoked. Invoked was quite promising. But the issue I found with the Invoked stuff was I was just playing Invoked Trap Deck with like a random Security Force engine splashed in. So that didn't go particularly how I planned on it going, but it was still playable nevertheless. And then I sort of went back to the idea of Eldlich, which is usually the best way to play a deck that is a control deck right now. So I splashed a whole bunch of Eldlich cards in the deck and was like, oh, this will be playable. And upon doing some testing, this is definitively the best way to play this deck in my personal opinion. Playing it pure is pretty much undoable because it doesn't have enough support cards. Um, playing it as a chaos deck's kind of cute. Like you can do some white swan stuff with it. I saw somebody trying that, but she's just not for me. So we'll get into the deck list and then we'll explain what the cards do. So we're playing 2 copies of Eldlich the Golden Lord. This is perfectly standard for an Eldlich deck. 3 Magician Souls, because Security Force Platina is a level 6 Dark Spellcaster. And also we can use this to send the Eldlich cards and also our Field Spell, which doesn't do anything after it's used its Search effect. Like, it has another effect, but the other effect just won't come up. And then for the Security Force monsters, we're playing 1 Gravitino. This is Roto when it's normal or special summoned. Um, but unfortunately, it's level 5, so you need to tutor it through Platina or through Chiomari. 1 Orifice. Orifice is kind of cool, so while it's in the same column as an opponent's monster, that face-up monster, your opponent's monster can't target face-up cards, period. So, like, if you summon this in the same column as, like, Rocket Tracer off of the trap card, the Rocket Tracer can't activate its effect. That's kind of cool. And also, if it's in the same column as an opponent's monster, um, you can banish a security monster from your hand and destroy that monster immediately after activation. So it's like a niche little ghost over effect, but you can constantly rotate, like bring it back from the grave with the 1 of Specimen, and it's searchable through the field spell, which you're playing 4 copies of, and through Chiamara as well. 2 Platina. Platina, when she special summons, she targets a banished Security Force monster and special summons it. And then monsters that are in the same column as a Security Force monster lose 600 attack. This hasn't been super relevant, but the effect to bring back Gravitino is really cool. So you can use this to banish Gravitino, and then you can fetch Platina, and Platina then summons Gravitino back, so you gain like additional searches. 1 Daigama. Daigama is literally there as just a name. Basically, monsters in its column or column of security monsters can't change the battle position, and if it's normal summoned or special summoned, you change the battle position of the monster it's summoned to. And then we have Chiyomaru. So essentially what Chiyomaru does is monsters your opponent controls can't attack monsters unless they're in the same column as security force monsters you control. And also you can banish 1 from your hand and special summon 1 from the deck. So you use Chiyomaru banishing like Gravitino, special summon Platina, and then Platina summons a Gravitino back, which means you have 3 materials for the Link 3. This is just an all-around very, very okay card. This is like the good card from the archetype, in my personal opinion. And then 3 of the Field Spell, which just searches a security monster on summon. And then if a security monster battles a monster in the same column, or your opponent's monster battles a security force monster in the same column, you can make your monster not be able to be destroyed by that battle, which is kind of okay, I guess. And then the trap card, if your opponent controls a monster, summon one from your banished zone or graveyard. That's basically all it does. You can banish it from grave to move a monster. Onto the other cards, we're playing 3 Eldland, 1 Black Awakening, 3 Droplet, 3 Conquistador, 3 Scarlet, 3 Hoquero, 2 Ice Dragon's Prison, 1 Imperial Order, triple Torrential. You'll notice I skipped on hand traps, and that's just because this security force engine is quite large. I think you can actually drop this down to make room for hand traps, but I wanted to play Ice Dragon's Prison, and I wanted to play Torrential just because there's such big blowouts right now. Onto the extra deck, we're playing 1 Zeus, the rank 10s for your Eldlich cards, access code IP, Cerberus, Phoenix, Unicorn, Link Spider, Double Link Rebo, Anima, and Security Force Justify. So essentially what Justify does is once per turn you can, as a quick effect, you can target an effect monster your opponent controls that this card points to and negate its effect. Also you can move an opponent's monster to a zone this points to, and then at the start of the damage step, if this card attacks, you can banish all monsters this card points to. And it has 3 arrows pointing to your opponent's monsters, so it's like non-targeting, non-destruction removal, which is actually very strong. And you can also make this with like a random security force monster plus like an Eldritch Trap and a Golden Lord. It's fully doable. You can also play a BLS Link, which I probably should be doing, but we're not playing a BLS Link right now. Obviously this build is still coming to testing, and maybe we'll do some replays and stuff on the channel. But I just wanted to get this out before the set's officially released. And then onto the side deck, we're playing 3 Droll, 3 Judgment, 3 Summon Limit. This card's broken right now, and honestly more people should be playing it. Triple Lightning Storm, and triple Evenly Matched. So if you want my personal opinion, this is going to take a few more cards to get it there as a like fully established archetype. But it is a pretty cool little engine, and you can do some really cool little things with it. Also, the Link 3 is actually really busted. It serves as a Dragoon out and all sorts of other things. Obviously, you can technically play this pure with like a bunch of trap cards, but I personally think just playing this Eldlich package will make it a lot more viable for the current meta game, shall we say, like on release. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. If you did enjoy, please remember to hit the like button. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you want to see me play this security deck on release, so when Blazing Vortex comes out and it comes out officially on DB, let me know and I'll do some grinding with it and post some replays. And that's going to be it for the video, guys. Please remember to turn on the notification bell. Subscribe to the channel, because 45% of you aren't subscribed for some reason. Come join the Discord if you have any questions. Discord, as always, is in the link of the description down below. And this is Dilemma YGO, or just Dilemma, or Bang Gregson, or whatever the hell you want to call me. Have a nice day, stay hydrated, and peace.